Hi everyone, my name's Dahan, and today we're gonna read Treasures in the Cove. All was quiet except for the soft call of a heron in the distance. Daniel's feet sank into the sand as he raced through the darkness toward his secret places. Almost there, he thought. He raced past the heron, which flew quickly out of the way. When the bird landed again, it seemed to watch Daniel and wonder why a boy would be up so early. Daniel reached the rocks and stepped more leap careful on one, then hopped to another. One more leap and he could be at the cliff. Daniel squatted low and flew through the air. The rocks were slippery, but he had done this many times. He landed gracefully and climbed the short cliff. He had to hurry. Any moment now the sun would rise. When he reached the top of the cliff, he looked down on his secret cave. He took a deep breath. I made it, he said to himself. Carefully, he climbed down the other side of the cliff. When his feet hit the wet sand, he reached in his pocket to pull out a rolled up piece of paper. Then, just behind one of the rocks, he began to dig in the sand. Sand and seashells flew everywhere until finally he found it, a small bowl. He brushed the sand off the lid and opened his treasures. Inside was color a person could imagine. Yellow, coral, teal, gold. This was his treasures, the last thing his grandfather had given him. Grandfather had saved for months for just to buy it for him. But it was worth all the hard work just to see the look on Daniel's face when he opened up the special paint set. Never stop painting, Daniel's grandfather had said to him that day. Daniel cleaned his brush in the salty water, and he found a place in the sand. He sat very still with his brush in hand, watching the edge of the sky where it met the ocean, waiting. Then, just as it always had, a tiny silver sun peeked above the water. It threw a pink glow on the ocean and an orange glow on the rocks. Daniel's brush began to move up and down, back and forth across the page. It ran coral over the top, navy blue on the bottom, and splashes of gold and green directed the middle.
Almost at once, Harry wished he hadn't spoken. Dobby dissolved again into wails of gratitude.
Then the brush stopped. A small smile appeared on Daniel's face. There it was on the page, the perfect painting of his secret cup. When it was dry, he rolled the paint again and tucked it into his pocket. Then, the same way he came, he climbed and jumped and ran his way back into town. There was some small shops by the beach where Daniel thought someone would be buying his painting. When he came up to the first small shop, the salesman was pulling out little paint shells and other animal items to sell to people. Daniel cleared his throat. Sir, he called, would you like to buy mine? But the man would not let him finish. He only rolled his eyes and explained that he was too busy. Daniel stood closer. After he tried again, "Listen, the boy," said the man simply. "I sell art, not children's finger paintings. But if you won't, just see it," pleaded Daniel. "I really don't have time for this. I have money to make today," the man said. "If I don't make any money, I won't eat tonight." Daniel hung his head. "Me either. Me neither," he thought to himself as he rolled up his painting once again. Then his hand rested on his shoulder. Daniel turned man with a kind face. He pointed to Daniel's rolled up paper. "But do you have three?" the man asked. "It's my painting, sir," he said, and he handed it to the well-dressed man. "I love to paint." The man scratched his chin and started at Daniel's painting. Daniel couldn't tell if the man was pleased or confused. "You paint this? It's wonderful," the man said calmly. "I can't believe how perfect the colors are and the way the water seems to move. How did you learn to paint?" "My grandfather was a painter," said Daniel proudly. "That's how he made his living. He began teaching me when I was 4 years old." The kind man looked at him if he wanted to laugh, but he never did. He just smiled and shook his head. "Young man, I own everything on this beach," he said with a chuckle. "How would you like to have my own shop?" "My own?" Daniel could not believe his ears. "I am just a boy. You paint better than some grown men, and I think you do just fine. Come with me. I will help you get started," the man said. Daniel followed the man to a tiny empty shop. The man took Daniel's painting to place it on the white wall. "Now it is yours," the man said. "Never stop painting." Daniel smiled and nodded as the man walked away. He gazed around the empty shop as if he were dreaming. This is never nicer than his grandfather's old shop. It wasn't long before his wall was filled with paintings, even when needles. Daniel's hair turned white. Beautiful sinners, long rock cliffs, and playful dolphins all hung there in the bright colors on the white wall, and he never stopped painting. Okay, let's see this. This is worth to watch for. A carp is a small type of bay haunted to the open sea, sheltered by rocks or trees. Heron, a white or gray bird with a long neck and long legs that eats fish. Coral, a pink-orange color. Silvers, a long thin pieces or part of a whole. Teal, a blue-green color. Let's dig deeper. Title, author, main character. Give the correct answer. What was Daniel's treasures? Daniel's treasures is a painting box. The author of this story chose to write about an unbelievable event in an imaginary setting. B. A famous person in his hometown. C. An imaginary person in a real life setting. What do you think? Answer all the questions and bye.